What is up, guys? Today I will be filling out the 2022 Chevrolet All-Star ballot. Alright, so first up is first base. For the National League, it's not even a discussion. Paul Goldschmidt is the best first baseman in the National League. Going for MVP this year. Should definitely make the All-Star team. Between Ty France and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., definitely last year I would have picked Guerrero, but Ty France, he has the better average, little bit lower OPS, little bit lower RBIs, but I think overall he's a better player. I think when it comes down to it, I'd prefer Ty France over Vladimir Guerrero Jr. this year. Last year I would have preferred Guerrero. All right, so National League second baseman. Front runners are Jazz Chisholm and Ozzie Albies. Both of them are actually injured right now, but I don't know. I think I like Chisholm a little bit more, You got to give the Marlins a little bit of respect here because they've really, turned into a decent team. They have Chisholm for their bats. They got Aguilar. They got Sanchez. And then pitching-wise, they got Alcantara leading that rotation. And even though Rogers isn't having as good of a season as he did last year, he could bounce back. So I'm going to pick Chisholm because the Marlins need some love, and I think he deserves it. Second base. Wow. I just assumed that Simeon and Story would have more votes, and Jimenez not getting a lot of love. And Altuve and Espinal have been very good, but when it comes down to it, I don't think they're necessarily the best second baseman. Maybe Altuve, but look at Jimenez. Although he doesn't hit for power, he's got a lot of contact. He got an 8.54 OPS and a 3.10 batting average. But when it comes down to it, I'm going to go with either Altuve or Jimenez. And I think I'm going to have to go with Altuve. He's just had the better career. Yes, Jimenez is performing better this year, but when you think about it, that might not be enough to make the All-Star game, and he might even fall off. Third base here, you got Manny Machado and Nolan Arenado are the front runners. Joey Wendell, he's been injured for a while, but he's still been performing very well. I think he's a very underrated player there in that Marlins lineup. But, when it comes down to Machado or Arenado, I got to go with Arenado. Call me biased, but Arenado is just the better defensive third baseman. Yes, I know Machado hits for a lot of power. He has less home runs. Wow. Okay, he hits for more contact, I guess, but I gotta go with Arenado. Back-to-back All-Star games. He's going for his 10th Gold Glove in a row, which I think that might break his own record. Gotta go with that. Jose Ramirez and Rafael Devers for third base. There are quite a lot of good third basemen in the American League, because you also got Yandy Diaz, who's been hitting a lot better recently. He hits for contact. LeMahieu with the Yankees, they're on fire. Chapman has been doing a lot better as of late. Bregman. But I think when it comes down to it, I got to go either J-Ram or Rafael Devers. And Devers, I'm pretty sure, got the starting spot last year. I'm going to go with J-Ram. He's got a lot more home runs and has a lot more pop. Now, the National League, it's Trey Turner and Dansby Swanson. I think the very underrated vote is Tommy Edman because he had, at the beginning of the season, he had a really high OPS. And he's one of the best, if not the best, defensive shortstop in the league. But I'm going to go with Trey Turner because he's Trey Turner. And no one really beats him for speed, and just he has such a good bat. Now for the shortstop position in the American League, a lot of good choices. You got Corey Seager, who's been popping off. Ahmed Rosario, also been doing very well. Jeremy Pena, unfortunately, got injured the other day, and I don't know how long he's going to be. That was a really rough collision with Yordan Alvarez, but I hope he's okay because he might win Rookie of the Year. You got Wander Franco, had a great season last year and is keeping that up this year. J.P. Crawford, Correa. I mean, a lot of these guys got a lot of pop. But when it comes down to it, I think it comes down to Anderson, Bogaerts, or Correa. And, I mean, Anderson, yes, has like the higher batting average, and Bogaerts has the better OPS. And I think I'm going to have to go with Xander Bogaerts here. Just has the better offensive numbers, you know? And then now to the catchers. Wilson Contreras, best catcher in the National League right now. Kind of like the 2022 version of Buster Posey. He is hitting a lot better this year, and yes, his defensive numbers may be but when it comes down to it, no one really comes close to him except for maybe Will Smith. But other than that, he's a beast. Now for the catchers in the American League, you got a few good players. I mean, American League has got a lot of good batters. You know, you got Jonah Heim, who's doing really good, Alejandro Kirk, Gary Sanchez, and Jose Trevino, who is actually going for Rookie of the Year. Like I said, kind of like with Jeremy Pena, we got a lot of good rookies in the American League. But I think when it comes down to it, it's got to be Kirk. I mean, he has some of the best offensive numbers that we've ever seen from a catcher, and I just got to go with him. Outfield, got to go with 3. All right. Aaron Judge, no doubt, because he's probably going to win MVP, or if not, going to get in like the top 3. Mookie Betts, he went for Player of the Month in May, I believe, and lost it to Paul Goldschmidt. Let's see. Who else is in the outfield? I'm just browsing over. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Mike Trout. How can I forget about Mike Trout? And how is he like not top 3 for voting here? Like Mike Trout, best player in baseball as of right now. And you can't not vote for Mike Trout. I mean, last year he wasn't healthy. You got to put him in the All-Star game. I mean, he was literally voted into the All-Star game when he was unhealthy. I think I'm going to go with Ronald Acuna Jr. I mean, he just got off the IL, and he's putting up a lot of good numbers. And I think he deserves to be on the All-Star team. And now for that last spot. I mean, we got a lot of good players. We got Seiya Suzuki, Juan Soto, Christian Yelich. But I think when it comes down to it, I'm going to go with Juan Soto. Soto is a really good player. I mean, he hasn't really been hitting a lot of home runs as of late, but he's got some pop, you know? He's getting a lot of base hits. All right, now for the American League. I've been having trouble with this last spot, you know, because You got a lot of good outfielders that hit for pop, and few defensive players. You got Buxton, Garcia, Kyle Tucker coming up soon, I think. Yeah, there he is. You got Taylor Ward. You got a lot of good outfielders, and I think when it comes down to it, I'm either gonna go with Byron Buxton or where is he? Taylor Ward. And Taylor Ward has a really good average, but then you got Buxton, who's been hitting for a lot of pop, and this is all year. He might even go for MVP. And I think I gotta go Buxton. Yes, I know that Ward was injured, but I don't want to put too many Angels players there. And Buxton has just got the better OPS, more home runs, more RBIs. That might be because Ward was injured, but I'm going with Buxton. For the DH, you got William Contreras, brother of Wilson Contreras, and Bryce Harper, Pujols. You got some big names here, but Bryce Harper. I know he just got injured, but he's too good not to. It's like Mike Trout last year. Harper won MVP last year and is batting a lot better. And Harper had a terrible first half last year, and he got voted MVP. We got to go for him. And for the DH, Yordan Alvarez, you got Shohei Ohtani. Those are the main ones. And Alvarez just got collided with Pena the other day. I hope they're both okay. As of right now, there hasn't been any big update. I know that Alvarez is really good, but I'm kind of biased right now. I think I'm going with Shohei. Shohei is a really good DH. He's been pitching very well. He might even become the starting pitcher like he was last year. So, here are my picks for the All-Star game. Please leave a comment about what you think about my picks. As always, like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.